everyone, Nathan Hartley Invest in You, and today we're going to be talking about the roller coaster of the market that we've been experiencing. So I kind of want to start out with telling you guys that I'm not going to be able to say a whole lot of things. I'll be using words like CV and FLU just because I know that that's a YouTube algorithm thing that people are having difficulty with, and so I don't want to be caught up in that same storm. So as long as you can bear with me for that, then I think we'll get through this video all right. Smash the thumbs up if you like the video. Go ahead and hit a subscribe if you like what you see. I'm trying to come up as a YouTuber, so all your input is very needed. So tell me what I can do better. Tell me what you guys want to hear. Give me some feedback, and I'll try to get the information to you as quick as I can. Appreciate that, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So with this whole CV scare, the China market is the second largest market, and American market is the largest market. So obviously, we're going to be taking a hit from this whole scare that's going on. Do I think it's blown out of proportion? I think it might be slightly. My thoughts go out to all those people who have it in different countries as well as ours, and to people who have suffered from it. But from what I've read from researchers, it does compare to the FLU, and a similar comparison that has an amount of deaths anywhere from like 25,000 to 69,000 according to some of the high institutions in America that do all those kinds of research. I don't want to say those names either, but they start with a C and end with a C, so you can put the D in the middle if you want. But whenever it comes to, I had to do it. Whenever it comes to those kind of things, I think that we have historically experienced these before, and the market will fluctuate, but this is the time when you need to buy the dip. You need to buy it when it's low, because the most people who make a lot of money in the stock market, they buy it when it's low, and they keep it. They don't just flip stocks, they hold long term. So the big investors, right now, as the stock market's dropping and people are flooding out of their positions, the people who had Tesla at 900 and, once it dropped down to 600, I was buying again. Okay, so with those stocks, whether it's the travel stocks like Delta, all the airlines, the cruise lines, Disney, a lot of those stocks prices are going way down, and those stocks have not lost really any value. Their balance sheet is still the same. Yeah, they may have lost a little bit of revenues, but the market's looking, too close for short-term gains, not what they're going to be at in a long time from now. So I would recommend, you buy the red and then hold. To now is a great time to do that. I'm buying stocks like Beyond Meat and Lululemon, other stocks that I think were too highly valued, but because of this dip, I was definitely able to capitalize on some of those. Other stocks I'm buying is Carnival Cruise Lines. I'm buying some Delta, and some of those are my dividend stocks. And because dividend stocks are typically moved over funds from my growth over to my dividend stocks, now because the market's down, I'm able to invest a lot more in my dividends just for the sake of they're way cheaper. And growth stocks, now I'm actually getting more deals. I wouldn't be surprised if Warren Buffett is buying in right now, because now some companies that were way overvalued, and our market was way overvalued by like 60% this whole past 2 years, now it's a little stock market correction, which gives me less likelihood of thinking that there is going to be any sort of recession. Now that you've gone ahead and popped a hole in that bubble, it's really hard to pop a balloon that's already leaking. You know what I mean? Because the bigger it gets, the more it leaks. And since we have a leak right now, I expect the prices to continue to fluctuate between the next, 30 days to 60 days, but by the end of this year, it will recover. I know it will, and we'll be back up to those higher numbers. And whenever the stock market goes down and it says it's 12% down, and this is like the largest loss in the stock market history, a 1,200 point drop or whatever, keep in mind that this loss is heightened by fear and the media. Now this isn't as bad per se based on the scientists as the FLU, but because the media is portraying it as it could, and because it's new, the market is responding in a very reactive way. So now that I gave you guys some of the stuff that I'm buying, I also want to remind you that you always need to do your own research, and that YouTubers are an excellent source of information, but you always need to verify everything that every single person says. And how you do that, you can do it by verifying on other people's channels, but look at 10Ks, read financial reports, read articles. We can do a lot of the legwork for you, and I would be glad to if you want me to research some companies and let you know what I think of them. But there's a lot of opportunities out there, especially right now, and this is where people make money. So, try to set up a recurring investment to Robinhood, to M1, to any of those platforms, which I have links down below. So if you'd like to get a free stock with Robinhood or a free $10 with M1, go ahead and use my affiliate link below. But there's a huge opportunity to buy right now. I'm also going to be hopefully buying a property to kind of diversify my income this winter. So look forward to videos from that. And I can't trust you. I can't explain to you how important it is to, trust but verify. Well, actually, just verify whenever you're watching a YouTube video and people are telling you to buy stuff, because a lot of people, if they have a large following, maybe just trying to move the market real quick. Always do your research. And if you are investing, don't ever invest more than you're willing to lose, because in situations like this, when the market's dipping and you just want to pull out, if it's money that you have no care in the world of losing, then you're okay with leaving it there, averaging your price into the position and lowering your cost into it, and then it's going to go right back up and you'll have made those gains on whatever you invested in. And whenever you're buying into the position, you always want to buy right now. If you put $100 into the stock market, it's going to go up. If it's like Carnival Cruise Line, you put $100 into there, and in the 6 months it goes up 30%. You just made 30% on your returns. Historically, the stock market is 7% gains on your returns. So I can't stress to you enough how whatever you're investing now is going to jump, and you're going to love those gains. Do your research, invest now, create that recurring investment, make it a pattern so that you don't have to work the rest of your life. It's so important that everyone does their best to work and to invest your money and make your money work for you. Well, thank you everyone. Appreciate you guys. If you guys did make sure you remember to leave me a thumbs up, and if you liked the video, subscribe and maybe share it with a friend. See you guys. Have a good one.